Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. Wait, so there was a secret tool that could open any door? And the door slid shut. So, there's a secret key that could open anything. Excuse me. Okay, so there's a secret tool that can open any room in the entire facility on school grounds. Is that how Kyoko got into Makoto's room? Anyway, this time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. Uwu? But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the illuminating light of despair? It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
I've been waiting for this! I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this! The time for pointless jokes and jabs is past!
Thrills! Chills!
Chills! Let's get on with the show! And so, the curtain opened for the 5th time! A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. All right, finished preparations. Let's do it. Trial, all rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Wait, do we have to do this every time?
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Amazing.
Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
Indeed.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
What the fuck, Yasuhiro? Kyoko's literally sitting right there.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
Thank you, Toko.
No, that's a ghost.
That's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
She does indeed have legs.
Well, that's just because
Oh my god, Yasuhiro.
she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
What the fuck?
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Thank you, Byakuya.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
Wait, what? Seriously?
Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
Yes, her traits. One important trait that Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Kyoko's gloves.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any
Thank you,
gloves,
Van.
right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
No, it wasn't wearing any gloves when you first found it.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. If I can prove why, if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... What are we trying to solve here? Make your argument, okay. 2 on the right hand, exploded body analysis, fake nails. Alright.
That Kyoko there is just
A ghost. Okay.
Impossible.
Wait.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
That's
They
right.
got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
She must have been wearing
That corpse is
gloves.
absolutely Kyoko.
Okay.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
It is idiotic. Alright, so what do I have? The fingernails? Oh, it's the fingernails. Okay. Yeah.
That
Fake nails.
Kyoko there is just
That
a
one.
ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
Is it tab? Is it
The
shift?
dead body
it
wasn't
is.
wearing gloves.
Yep.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then
Slow.
She was wearing gloves.
Is it control? It's control.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is
No!
absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I missed. Know that, and I know I can prove it. Yes, the fake nails.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove
The
it.
dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah,
She must have been wearing gloves.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Break.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails. Remember?
Yep.
I imagine trying to wear gloves
Bucko.
over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain.
Indeed.
Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
It would be.
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Thank you, Hina.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Indeed.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
I can't believe we have to start with the dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko, who's sitting here.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then.
Who's the real victim?
First, we need to figure that out.
Yes, we do.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Amazing. Or anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. Non-stop debate, right? Yes. Sprinklers, exploded body, tattoo? It's probably tattoo to identify.
If Kyoko really is still alive,
Oh my
then
god.
who died?
Oh my
Gotta
god.
be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition,
Right?
and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
That's right.
Well, if we can't identify.
Then there's nothing else we can do,
We
right?
can't. Oh wait. That was it. That was the weak argument. I just fast forwarded. Yes, I know this.
If Kyoko really is,
Then who
Move
does?
forward.
I don't think so.
The face was scorched beyond recognition.
Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Oops. I think something I said is wrong. No, it's not that one.
if Kyoko really is
Still alive. Then who does?
There's gotta be some way. I
Yep.
don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Yep.
Well, if we
Nope,
can't
this one.
identify the body.
There we go. That's the one I wanted.
No, that's wrong.
Break.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
Oh my god, that vibrating face.
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual
That's how wrong go.
death.
cruel and unusual
Usual
death.
death? This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Indeed.
Oh,
For
yeah.
real.
The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
It's a Shiba Inu!
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Wow. Wow. BRB, when I get let me write this note down. Make sure partner has wolf tattoo on hand because you're my bitch. There we go. Okay, I wrote it down, guys.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Amazing.
Oh, really?
If you compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. Let's see here. Where is the thing on... Kyoko's account? Hold on. Body before the explosion. You read this one. Byakuya just said that there was no corpse in the garden. It's taking place at some point. Nope, that's not it. Body. Kusaba, she became obsessed with the military, disappeared. Apparently every member. Okay, it's this one.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Yep.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
Fenrir? The image that represents Fenrir is... It's a wolf. Really? I'm doing Hangman's Gambit for wolf? Wolf.
Now I understand.
Complete.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
It is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf.
Now I understand.
He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Oh, seriously? Loki got it on with a giant? Wait, isn't Loki a giant? So how did they... Anyway, let me stop asking questions. Now I understand. It's a bicycle!
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
To represent Fenrir, each member gets a tattoo of a P-36. Wait, what?
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo
It's a
of a wolf,
bicycle.
which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
Must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
Is she, though?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right.
Oh, hello.
Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
Ah.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
But she's the ultimate soldier.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier.
Indeed, it does say that she was the ultimate soldier.
If I remember correctly, that other information came from... Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
Hmm.
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
No, it was misleading.
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba?
I'm pretty certain Kyoko killed Mukuro
She's been gone this whole
and has
time.
been trying to throw
And
off
when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
her trail. But we'll see.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
Wow, that's breaking the fourth wall.
Which would mean she was the same as us. Just
Just
another
some
participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
Good question.
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
Except that, well, okay. The description for the Hope's Peak Master Academy... Hope's Peak Academy headmaster is a male, right?
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
Indeed.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
That's interesting. Why is Monokuma, like, trying to rein in the class trial?
Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Prattle, chatter, and chit-chat.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
Wait, why?
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation.
Amazing.
Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
He called us intelligent with big ol' brains.
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Both the victim and the culprit, huh?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
That's what it sounds like.
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Shaggy, why?
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Yes, that's exactly what he's saying.
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the
Who's
evidence points to?
Me, every time Byakuya is talking, I decided to ignore all forms of conversation right now. Okay, I believe you. Based on what we know, there's only 2 suspects. Makoto and Kyoko.
Got it.
That one is easy.
You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there.
Yeah, but that was at nighttime. The murder probably took place after the sprinklers came on.
So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden.
Yes, that's a true statement.
However, Hiro,
excuse
Toko,
me.
Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
How can you corroborate that? I got it, I guess.
The gym?
That's right. The 4 of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
Except when Hina lost rock, paper, scissors to get breakfast.
All of which is to say, the 4 of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it! I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
An objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place.
Yep.
Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock.
Wait, right at nighttime? Right at nighttime?
So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
That's such a huge window.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body?
Well... Yeah, that's a pretty big one.
Oh,
Except...
but what time did we find the body?
9 a.m.
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
So what time was the body discovered? At 9 o'clock.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m. Since
So
that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Yep. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. So it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
Yep.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
Nope, you can narrow it down even more further.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit. So I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock.
Yep.
But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right?
That was
That was
around
around...
7.
Oh yeah!
7:30.
Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Yep.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m., and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Okay, then it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. Indeed. Make your argument. Sprinklers! Sprinklers! Yep, it's sprinklers. Nope.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Makoto doesn't have an alibi.
Somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Oh, I lost
and
10
9
seconds.
o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I have 2 minutes for this?
Yep. And Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
7:30, okay.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
Yes.
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be
The time. This took place in the garden, right? If I remember, there's something that happens every morning at a certain time.
We've established
yes.
a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock?
Yep. And Makoto doesn't have
3
an
o'clock.
alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Oop. What? Come on, Makoto, don't scare me like that. Makes me think that something weird is going on. Wait, what? That doesn't happen? Like, I would totally expect that we would be okay. I don't know. The heck could it be then?
Shoot!
One more time.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at
Is
night.
it just this one? Oh, what?
No, that's wrong.
Like there were only 2 of these.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had...
And what makes
Oh, wait.
you say that?
Sorry guys, I missed that whole voice line by accidentally clicking the mouse.
because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right?
Yep.
So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30...
I don't get why 7:30 didn't work. There were only 2 options, right? Or 3 options or something. So why is it 10 p.m. and not 7:30?
then it should have been completely soaked.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Yeah.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
Yes, she is wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
Wow, what the heck?
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
Yep.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Wait, what?
Man, you're totally wacko.
That's really weird. I don't follow her logic here.
You really think it wasn't the sprinkler? You'd better tell us why!
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. Wait, what is this one? Oh, this. Okay. Gotcha. Hold on.
I admit no.
Hold on. During a bullet time battle, you will take damage to your influence gauge whenever your opponent's statements explode. If this gauge reaches 0, you'll fail. Tempo, you'll have to press buttons in a rhythm. Yes, combos and tempo up. Keep up with the rhythm. You can eventually perform a combo. Lock on is right mouse. Attack is left mouse. To lock, press the left mouse and destroy it. Deal damage. And deal damage. Okay. Multiple statements and destroy them all at once. If you can pull that off, you'll do more damage than if you destroyed one at a time. As you attack, you'll consume ammo. Reload is tab. Press the tab key. So tab. Fever time is space key. Okay. Nega time. During the battle, your enemy will activate Nega time. If you destroyed, they'll deliver their closing remarks. But I need to destroy them with... Okay, use the left mouse.
I hate you. I don't know anything. admit nothing. No, no, no! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No, no, no! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No, no,
wow, this is a lot harder. What the fuck? It's not reloading my full ammo. It's only reloading one at a time. What the heck? Yeah. Not the blacking. Too bad. Give it another shot. Yes.
I refuse to give up yet.
Why is it only reloading one at a time? What the fuck? It reloaded the entire clip before.
I admit nothing. No, no, no! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No, no, no! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No, no, no! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing.
I need to do this.
No, no! That's enough!
Because I'm just gonna die if I don't tempo up.
Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No, no, no! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No, no, no!
Jesus.
How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
Body before the explosion. Hold on. Fragments? Nope.
That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
Nope.
I admit nothing. No, no, no! That's enough! How can you say it?
This should prove
There we go. Okay. Crap, that was hard.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes.
But the bottom half was completely dry.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
Yes.
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
Indeed.
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top
half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
That's correct, Choco.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
Yes.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
Yep.
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Yep. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi. Which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it! On what grounds? Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Huh.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
That's a fair statement.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us, huh? Okay.
Trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me?
Now you decide to blame me?
Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
Shut up.
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Wait, what is the reason to kill her?
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
Does that sound logic, though? Not really, right?
So, that was her motive?
To end the game?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
But why?
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
That is true. It doesn't, like, point to Kyoko being the, Okay, well, wait. Why is Makoto's explanation still insufficient without an alibi?
Huh?
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting.
Interesting. I'm listening.
Is it the tarp?
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
A certain something at the scene used to cover the body. What could that be? Is it the tarp? Why am I incriminating myself? Yes.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water.
That's true.
In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
Huh.
The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that.
I got it, to incriminate myself.
Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water.
Yep.
The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean.
Huh.
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
That's fair.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place.
Oh yeah, I left this clue behind. Oh shoot, I did it!
In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Wait, what? Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp, if it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? Why was there no blood on it? But the body was wet with blood.
Wait.
Something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Is it non-stop debate, or am I like... Oh, okay. The body was... Hold on. Oh, I have no health. Let's see. Body before the explosion. Has a mask on its head. A knife had been... And there were blood stains around the wound. The body had stopped bleeding. The body was still wet. It was no... However, there was no blood or on the ground. Okay. Got it. Oh, I have one heart after this? Jesus.
The killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side
That's not
is because
a
the
weak one.
sprinkler got that side wet.
Yep, that's fine.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
Yep.
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Okay.
Since it was facing down toward the body,
Right?
of course it didn't get dirty.
What? How is that not it? So what you're saying is I have absolutely no idea.
Shoot!
Think about one more time. Must be a contradiction somewhere. And I'm dead. Seriously? Wait, what? I failed this one totally? One is Makoto. Okay, Makoto's not the blackened. Yep. No, it's fine. Yes, we'll give it another shot.
I refuse to give up yet.
I wish I had more health. Like, holy crap. Well, I get a C in that one. That's fine. Exploded body analysis, right? Like...
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Hidden clue in the tarp somewhere. But
by covering the body,
did I just use the wrong one?
The killer
has to be this, right? Body
wet.
before the explosion.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is
I thought I used this one.
The sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
What? I used that one before. What the fuck? I gotta review the footage on that one because I literally thought I used that truth bullet on that same one exactly. Like, what the heck?
Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Yep.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah, true.
Jesus Christ, Shaggy.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
The blood was meant as a camouflage. Huh? The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Okay.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
Nobody checked the nurse's office.
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
I mean, that's actually pretty astute.
No, that's not what happened this time.
Why is that not what happened this time?
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Hmm? The blood was right there from the garden, right? Which must mean... What? There were 5. It had decreased, right? I don't know.
I got it!
Oh, okay, it is the chickens.
Could it have been...
Chicken blood!
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
Yep.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
But where's the chicken's corpse?
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Yep.
Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
That's fair, Hina. They should have eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
That means someone made chicken nuggies!
Perhaps.
Exactly,
but even
Van.
There's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
Blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
Yep.
The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
This is getting so loose. Like, what the heck?
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
No, it was like it was covering it.
I think so.
No, it wasn't. It was literally on top of it.
No. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Yeah, exactly.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping. What settles what?
It's literally also backwards.
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off.
Okay.
But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Alright, I'm
Then,
following.
Later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they've already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred.
Okay.
They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off,
You'd have to be sitting there watching the entire time. You'd have to murder the person, cover them with the tarp, get the coat, murder the chicken, spread the chicken blood all over, come back, or still be hiding there the entire time because you didn't want to be seen, and also, like, have an alibi with everyone, right? Like, it's just so convoluted now.
wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
Yes, they would have.
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Wait, how do you know?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body.
Okay.
They'd be done in no time.
Like 1 minute?
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Oh, jeez.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Okay.
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Huh. And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Disguised dead body has been added. Huh, okay.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
50-50 odds everybody frickin' dies.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Something super serious?
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
Yep.
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
Yep.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
Wait, but there's a problem with that because, there's no blood around the victim.
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
It's the one Toko gave Makoto.
That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Yep. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Oh god. Huh? Me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
Yes, it is.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
Interesting.
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
Right?
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto.
That's fair.
Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Is it non-stop debate time? Looks like it. Exploded body analysis, disguised dead body in fragments, right?
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
I don't think it's that one.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Yeah?
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it.
Makoto did it! Wait, how is that not a...
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Getting stabbed is what
killed her.
killed
There's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her.
Stab, stab, stab!
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Wait, what? Use that knife to kill Makura. There's no way, right? Ugh.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
Do I have anything else here?
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Wait. Fragments.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he
Oh, it was
did
dead
have that knife
because...
before, then
This is checked it, right? Yeah.
Makoto did it.
Bakura checked the body
because I had the knife
and found no
once,
pulse, right? Okay.
That automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting
Stabbed is what killed her.
Oh, really?
No, that's wrong.
Wait, what? How is this, like,
Wait,
an
hold
argument?
on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro.
Oh, okay.
That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
That is true.
lies. We never talked about what killed her.
Yeah, we did.
No, don't you remember?
We specifically said that it was disguised and that the stab wound wasn't what killed her.
The killer covered the dead body with the tarp and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Yep.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body.
Yep.
Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point,
Is this Vic, playing Makoto?
obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Probably not.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Stabbed her twice? The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot. No, there's no possible way. Isn't it in the Monokuma file? Yeah, however, the victim before the blast had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through. They'd also been struck with the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
I got it!
Oh, okay, it is this.
The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Red Bull? I know, right?
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Wait, but you drink not Red Bull, but the other thing. The elixir of energy and questionable life choices, Red Bull.
Then the knife...
Wait, he just forgot about that?
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
Yep.
They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
God, it launched Toko with that explosion.
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her.
Yep.
It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
Why didn't they dispose of it properly?
Us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Yep. Toko went kaput, exactly, and flew across the screen.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
Yeah, it's like somebody planted the Monokuma bomb on it after we had, like, extracted it and it went missing and stuff.
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
The lump of gray matter. Love it.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic
Oh
level
my
spontaneous
god,
combustion.
Yashihiro. How can you be this stupid?
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Wait, hold on. Yashihiro was held back 3 times, right?
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
There's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. Wait, what? What's Monokuma's account? Killing game. I didn't want to see. Okay, not that one. Is it? Wait, knife. When the body was found, sprinklers. Fragments?
I got it!
It is the fragments, okay.
After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
Was it tiny though?
That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
It does?
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
Got Ito?
That's only natural. Because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma.
Whoopee! Thanks, Beacon, for the whoopee cushion.
It's part of a bomb.
It is part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Yes.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute.
What? What is their motive? I don't get it. We don't know what the motive is at all. I processed with my statement. I have decided to ignore all forms of conversation when Byakuya talks.
They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto.
That's not the motive. That's literally... that's the crime. That's not the motive for the crime.
And the only one who would benefit from that...
Is
the only other
possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us
Let's
continue the debate.
Oh, we're doing another non-stop debate.
It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Okay. Yoko's still silent. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Oh. Is it Hangman's Gambit? No. Monokuma File 5, Exploded Body Analysis? Hold on.
Then shall we
Is it
continue
the
the
Monokuma
debate?
file?
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
Oh.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that,
Yeah.
the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Wait, no, that's not right. Oh, it's not that one. I think there's a mistake lurking in what I just said.
Shoot!
Think about it one more time. There must be something.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Okay.
And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
That's true.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Countless wounds. Only think of one thing that could have killed her. Huh. I can only think of one thing that would have killed her. But...
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And
What the heck,
it wasn't
earpiece?
because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it.
Hold
There
on.
was evidence that showed
This
she
one.
was hit on the back of her
Okay,
head.
let me try that one. Trying to reset my
More than that.
earpiece too.
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
No. Okay, I think I've got this. Yes, it should be the pipe, right?
Then, shall we continue the debate?
Hit on the
The
back of the
victim's
head.
fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
This one, right? Okay, got
No,
it.
that's wrong.
Break.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
Yeah, okay.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
No.
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Wrong, that's wrong!
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
Why
couldn't I use the Monokuma file for that, though?
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as
About as
thick
thick as a metal
pipe.
pipe. Okay.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
Huh? Why was it the pickaxe?
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
That's true.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Eh, you're not gonna have much force with that, though.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power.
And Toko should know, because she's a murderer.
I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Why is she blushing at that?
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
Yup.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
Wow, that's aggressive.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
What?
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
Hmm?
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Yeah, I'd like to know that
Go
too.
ahead and tell them, Makoto.
Sure,
Surely
you
you've deduced
deduct
the real murder weapon?
the real murder weapon. The real murder weapon. Wait, what? Sprinklers. Body where it was found. The tarp. His account. The block key. Titanium arrows. Bloody duct tape. Yoko's account. Disguised body. But there's nothing that's a metal pipe, right? There's just like the titanium arrows, which that's technically a metal pipe, but that's not a very big one. I'll try it.
I got it!
What?
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her.
I know the answer, but I want Makoto to answer, so go ahead.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
But it was supposed to be as thick as a metal pipe, right?
An arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Yeah.
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
But that's not as thick as a metal pipe.
Are you sure? That sounds kinda weird.
That does sound kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
Indeed. I don't blame Hima for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Oh shit. More secret? Okay.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right?
Yep.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Okay.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right?
Yeah, this is the problem I have with it.
An arrow would just be too thin.
Yes.
Talking back to Master. You have no right!
Eh? There's no doubt that the arrow is the murder weapon. Wait, what? But there's more to it than that? I don't actually get it.
The titanium arrow.
Oh.
It was in the dojo locker, right?
Right, the other thing was the bloody duct tape, right?
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thick.
Oh, yeah, okay, so
No,
we duct tape
wrong.
them together. Alright, that makes sense. That was literally the only thing that was in the locker.
Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape.
Yep.
The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
Mm-hmm.
Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
Huh. Yes.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks.
Wait, really?
One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Okay, that's true.
That's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
It's not harsh at all, bro.
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
Was it, though?
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Do we have proof, though?
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer.
This is very suspicious.
You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Yeah, that would lead to the death of us all.
Of course I remember.
But there's a problem with that, because...
Then show us. Show
Byakuya...
everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
No, there's a problem with that, because Byakuya took the key from Kyoko like a couple of nights ago, right? I have the evidence? Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. Literally the only thing is the woodblock key, right?
I got it!
Yeah.
The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
There's a problem with that, though.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
Got it, Rosenhurst. Nice. Thank you, Beacon.
It was in my room?
Yes, there's a problem with this, because remember when Byakuya took your key?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle.
and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Thanks, Beacon. Always appreciate that redeem.
Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Huh.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, exactly.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
Yep.
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her.
Yes.
Kyoko, I want you to tell me something.
How have you been staying awake this entire
Last
time?
night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
That is what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
Huh?
What?
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue. Could that be when? Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone? For me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
No, this doesn't seem right.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
No, I actually believe that Kyoko is not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
The reason I know that is because Byakuya confiscated Kyoko's key, right? So he's the only one who's been able to get into Kyoko's room and could have framed her.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it.
Yep.
Can you tell me I'm wrong?
Yep.
I should know?
Yes, because Byakuya probably is the murderer. What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? Oh, is it non-stop debate time? Would block key when the body was found in Byakuya's account. Okay.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Hold on. What's Byakuya's account again? Stated that there was no corpse in the garden just after nighttime last night, so it can be assumed the murder must have taken place sometime after that. Said that he, Yashihiro, Toko, and Ina were in the gym the entire night and none of them were alone at any point. Okay.
Exactly what
I
said.
said. Yep.
I'm not the killer.
Yep.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Yep.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
I think you have to absorb a statement
never
here.
hide something from me.
Master would
There's
never
proof
hide something
that you
from
aren't the culprit.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker.
Yep.
And then left the locker key in my own room. Correct?
I think it's this one.
But could I really have done that?
Yeah, this one. You should know that Kyoko didn't do it. But why him?
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
I think it's this
I'm
one.
not the killer.
That one's fine.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that
You aren't the culprit.
Oh, it is this one. Shit.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, I figured that.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was getting at, right?
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
Yep. The truth. No, that's wrong.
I see. So that's what you meant.
Yep.
And if I had the key to your room,
He's getting nervous.
Then obviously I had no way of getting in.
Indeed.
Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Huh.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Why were you in Makoto's room? Indeed. No, that's not actually true. Wait, what? There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. Oh crap, I just missed it. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie? Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? Oh boy. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the Mastermind has laid for us. The Mastermind's trap. I know you don't like smelly Toko, Byakuya, but Makoto is not for you. The Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko. But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The Mastermind's trap. Wait, we're in an intermission? The victim was Mukuro. And Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie? I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The Mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. Oh, I see. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether to expose Kyoko's lie. Pursue the lie?
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
Yep. Okay.
A lie?
Uh-oh.
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
Oh crap.
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko is definitely lying, and it must be because there's some deeper truth she wants to keep hidden. Okay. Kyoko's account, Byakuya's account, Monokuma's account.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Yeah.
And when we searched Kyoko's room...
Wait, hold on. What was Kyoko's account? This one. Monokuma's secret tool grants access. This area seems to have no monitors or security. Okay.
How else could the key have gotten there?
Oops.
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the only explanation.
Kyoko says it wasn't her who left the key in the dojo locker in her room. Is that really true?
I didn't have the key to my room.
Yeah?
Because I'd given it to Byakuya.
Okay, that part's fine.
There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Hold on. Oh, it's this one.
No, that's wrong. No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Yep.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
Huh.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it.
Oops.
So I lost.
Okay.
That's all this means.
That's all this means? Huh?
Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Wait, what?
Huh?
I I'm sorry to say, but your time is up. All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out.
Seriously?
So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you! But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
Huh. Okay. We found Kyoko guilty. Okay. Rip. Yep. Kyoko's silent. Good job, you got it right. Brilliantly right. We got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
I prepared an extra special punishment this time. Is everyone ready? Okay then.
Let's give it everything we've got.
It's punishment time. This is a sad day, man. Oh, lordy. Kyoko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Congrats, Trin, you did the final trial. Right? Thank you, Beacon, I appreciate that. Wow, I'm getting educated. After school lesson. This is like extremely elaborate way to kill someone. Like what the heck? She's turning red? She's turning purple now. Oh, she's very scared. Oh. You shouldn't thank me here? Oh. And that's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikasaba came to an end. I still had to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent, or... Regardless, the truth was lost forever. Even for me. I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial. And in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. Oh, wow. Peace, but only inside the school. Peace, but only for us. Wait, Toko's dead? That was the only hope we had, and I like how Hina has all of their kids. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is hope?
No,
oh, lordy.
This isn't right!
This isn't right, huh?
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Oh, okay, I got the alternate ending, cool. Her claim? Oh, that's right, I have to. Do I expose Kyoko's lie or not? If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? She's not wrong. I have to think about this very carefully. What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. Alright, we'll let it go and see what happens. Because we decided to pursue the line that gave us the bad ending. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the Mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal?
It's a good question.
Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it.
Indeed.
I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
It's a good question. Who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
Yep.
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time.
That's true.
I couldn't possibly have killed anyone.
Hold on, let me,
put the key in Kyoko's room.
After school lesson was clipped. Thanks, Beacon. I appreciate that. Let me get the light real quick, because it's getting super dark in here. There we go. Okay, coming back. Okay.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
That's true.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
Could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What?
Oh, geez.
It had to be Makoto, right?
Wait, what the heck?
I don't see any other option.
So, because of spoilers, guess what?
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong.
Do you have it all wrong?
Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Huh?
A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
Huh.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial.
Who's the mastermind?
And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
This has to be.
Okay, time's up!
It's a fake trial.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What?
Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Okay.
Voting time?
Voting time. Wait, what? There's voting time again? Who are we voting for this time? Oh, I got A's, 2 C's, and then all A's, right? Total was an A. Okay, not too bad. Got 107 medals from that. Nice.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Wait, I'm so confused because I didn't put together any, like, summary.
Hey, hold on!
There's no story summary here. Hold on.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Wait, is Makoto the blackened? Who is found guilty? Wait, what? We found Makoto guilty this time? Am I supposed to run away? What? You think I'm the killer? Wait, this is story? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
They got it right. No. I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills, chills, kills!
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Okay. Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I'll miss Trim. Thanks. Okay, Makoto has been found guilty. Time for punishment. Is this yet an— wait, what? Why is Makoto found guilty? Oh, it's the same punishment, huh? I like how it's the bear. Okay, there's Monokuma explaining exactly how I'm gonna die. This is so elaborate for a way to die. Like, what the heck? The after school lesson. See you on the other side, Trin. Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay, now Makoto is turning red. And purple. And violet. And deeper shade of purple. And he's turning blue. Oh, hello. Interesting. Okay. No, that's wrong, Drinwin. Okay.
What?
Huh? Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be. Wait, that's not Shaggy. Alter Ego. But he refused, I know, right? Alter Ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell. I don't believe this.
It would seem...
It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words...
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch and itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I don't need to get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again.
Yaha!
To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit. In a way, that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Oh my. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words...
Now, it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. The massive high school that towers all over all the other buildings in the bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Wait, what? Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student can enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gates of the ultimate school, filled with the ultimate students, was me. Don't know what time it is. Huh? What the shit is going on? What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It would be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever. Wouldn't be weird, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on?